Okay guys, so I've gone through all of Cody's takes. I've comped them all up. As you can see, I've kind of picked the best of all these takes in different spots. It was pretty easy for the second half of the song actually. It was mostly just this one take was pretty bang on, and then another take for the ending. So now we're gonna start going through the backing vocals. So I think I'm gonna drop out some of the backing vocals earlier in the song and sort of structure this so that, you know, the first verse probably won't have any backing vocals. The first chorus may have a few, and you know, subsequent sections of the song will have kind of increasingly high volume of backing vocals to just kind of build the song up a bit more. And you know, as the song progresses, things get more dense and intense, so to speak. So we'll listen to a couple of these first ones and just see, but I don't think any of them are going to be sticking around. One other thing I did was I went through and I kind of chopped up the silence in between actual vocal parts. So I'm just going to run through and delete some of those real quick here. And again, that's just kind of a housekeeping editing thing. I also need to make sure that I've got crossfades on my takes. So I've got one here. As you can see, I actually split up this take in such a way as we had basically split up a phrase into, you know, two takes for of certain words, which you know, that's, you can get into that level of detail with your vocal editing pretty easily if you're not careful. And you know, if you are really trying to nail down some super specific kind of stuff in the vocals, then, you know, it's important to go in and really edit your vocals and grab even you know, single words and stuff to find the best one. Honestly, I like to keep it as natural as possible, but I think this one sounded pretty good as a combination.
See your sweet sleeping smile.
And with that little crossfade, you can't even really tell that it's you know, and doing it in between actual words, you can't even really tell that it's there. So okay, so we'll start listening through this, checking out some backing vocals. I'm just going to mute the ones I don't want as we go through.
I woke up late this morning
Enough.
just to find you by my side, and my whole world moves in slow motion
I'm just going to keep the backing vocals in for all of those three.
as I feel you deep inside.
I might just keep deep inside there.
As I feel you deep inside of my soul, of my soul. Oh.
Oh, got caught in our loop there again. I might keep this verse relatively open as well. Chorus, sorry.
Of my soul, of my soul.
So let's see if I got a softer take of that. I know I did some more kind of chilled out ones.
Of my soul,
Doesn't quite fit.
of my soul. Oh.
So that one will work. See if I have one for the previous take too.
Of my soul, of my soul.
Yeah, because I don't want to be. I did some pretty intense takes as well, and it didn't really work early in the song. It's a little more appropriate later, which we'll show you guys that when we get there. So we got those two.
Of my soul,
That one was just bad.
Of my soul.
Cool. So this one's a good example to show some of the time stretching stuff. So I'm going to take this one, bring it up. So as you can see, I'm not perfectly locked in with Cody here, just in the timing of my delivery on this vocal. So this is a good spot to give you an example of some of the time alignment stuff you can do. So I'm kind of with him right up to here. You can see that it's kind of I'm a little kind of behind him. He's up here, I'm back here. You know, this one ends back here, this one ends up here. So as long as we're starting at the same point,
Of my soul.
I think I can just slide this ahead. So I'll just chop that up and slide this so that these ones line up. Got to turn off the grid snap first. Those should sound a little more locked in.
Of my soul.
There you go.
Oh.
That one's pretty close too. And again, you want to pull it back and crossfade once you make these kind of edits.
Oh.
And so this one, I'm actually going to time stretch this one, which is a slightly different process, because I kind of already almost end on the same at the same spot as Cody does there. So again, I'm just going to get rid of some of these underlying takes that we're not using, so they're not in the way, so to speak. And I'm going to press the 1 key, which changes your normal arrow, which is just to move things around, select things. If you press 1 twice, it goes to time stretch, and you'll see a little clock beside the arrow. So that essentially lets you compress this down. So now that kind of fits a lot better with what he did. So I'll actually pull it back a little bit further. Mute this one back here. I think this is a breath or something here. Yeah, so we'll just mute that too. Again, 3 for the scissors, 7 for the mute button. And let's listen to that. So it sounds a little better. I don't know if there's any other takes that are quite locked in there. I don't think so. Let's just try and maybe do it that way.
Oh, my soul.
So that one kind of works there.
Oh.
Let's see if Cody had a different, I don't think he had any longer ones there. So what if I take out this beginning note here?
Oh.
Okay, I think that's our option here. So what I'll do is I'll fade that in.
Oh.
Cool. So that sounds a little more realistic, I guess, for lack of a better term. It's kind of popping there a little bit. Get rid of some of these other ones.
Oh, my soul. Oh, oh, my soul.
So I think I kind of like that steady note. I'm guessing this one's going to be a loud, angry one or something.
Oh, my soul.
And it's a bad note, so we won't do anything with that. What about this one?
Oh, my soul.
No.
Oh, my soul.
Came in late there.
Oh, my soul.
No. stick with that steady note. That blends better. It's a little off pitch, I think. I'm not sure which of us it is, but one of us is a little off there. So I'm gonna tune. You know, once I tune everything, it'll lock in a little bit better. But that's that shows you the concept of the time stretching to get things to lock right in. So I'm gonna keep going through this. I'm gonna kill the video again. Just, you know, in the interest of keeping this this segment a little bit shorter, and we'll finish. We'll do one more verse here quick before I do that.
So I'll just stay and lay here and feel your warm breath on me.
So might take that first one out, but leave the second one.
So I'll just stay and lay here and feel your warm breath on me. See your sweet sleeping smile, knowing it's all I need. And I know
so let's maybe I like that long held note on mine, but I don't have any doubles of it, so I think I'm gonna keep it out for now. We'll save some of that the long notes for later in the song, I think, too. So maybe how's this one work?
and I know, and I know.
That one's pretty bang on.
And I know, and I know, and I know, and I know, and I know.
Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So again, got to get these ones locked in a little bit. So we'll do a bit of time stretching. It looks like maybe if I time stretch right at the start here, it'll all kind of, you know, this bit will line up here and this bit will line up here. If I leave a little gap here, and this just kind of comes with playing with this and knowing how things will work out. So that gets me part of the way there. Let's see how it sounds.
And I know, oh, oh.
Just mute the breath there, and then we'll manually bring this one out. So you can see there's this kind of bubble here and this bubble here, so I'm trying to line those two up. And we'll just mute this one that's underneath. Maybe do the crossfade thing again.
Oh, and I know.
So keep that long one at the end because it kind of vibes well with Cody's. Maybe check a different take.
And I know.
That one's a little more chilled out, but the not the ideal pitch. Let's try number one here.
And I know.
I like that one better. I'll use that one. Have that nice long held note going into the guitar solo here. Cool. So that's the gist of that. I could probably lock this one in a little bit better. That's not too bad. All the kind of big spots tend to line up. And that's what we want to see. So I think we got that. that's just me whistling the guitar solo. Just was kind of bored waiting for my next take here. But yeah, so I'll do that for the rest of the song, and then we'll come back and we'll do a little bit of tuning. We'll see you guys in a minute.